Hello, this is Terry Kuntz from Fabric Junction in Sturgis, South Dakota. Today I want to show you a new program that we started here in the shop. It is our block of the week. It's called Midsummer's Eve, and this is the beautiful quilt that we did. What we'll be doing here is every week we'll be presenting you a block to make. And when you're done, you'll be able to make this beautiful quilt. We have the kits in the shop if you would like to do it exactly like what we have done. We use the fabrics are from Northcott, called their Toscana line, and they are beautiful to work with. So our first block today is called Domino. And here are your pieces. We'll work with the red, the purple, the blue, and the white. And here is the block within our quilt. A nice simple block to get you started. As you can see, I've already cut my pieces. If you didn't catch it at the beginning, we will have all the blocks posted on our website, so you can get a copy from there. I laid out the block where the pieces all go, and then I'm going to divide it and to sew it in sections. So as you can see, here are my 4 sections that I want to work with. So to do that, I actually just start in one of the blocks, and from here I start sewing. Once again, 1/4 inch seam allowance for those of you that are just starting. If I have lots of blocks to do, I set it up just a little bit different. But when I only have one, I like to keep all my parts in the right place. Then I'm not as apt to get things mixed up. Since I'm almost done with this one, I'm going to go ahead and start the one that is just like it. And again, like I said, I like to put my pieces back where they belong to make sure I'm still doing it correct. And before we do the final assembly, we'll press. Now when we press, I like to take one and press it to the left. Then the next one, I'm going to press it, to the right. So that way I already have them going opposite directions when I'm ready to sew. Okay, Now we need to line up our seam allowances on here, and because we have those pressed, one to the left and one to the right, they want to snuggle with each other. If you're more comfortable slipping a pin in there, you sure can, and I'll show you how we do that. Anytime you want to pin, to make sure that nothing is shifted in the process, we actually push those up together, slip your pin in, and make sure they stay nice and straight. That you've got them nice and snug. You can feel it. And I stick one pin in to secure it. A second pin keeps it in place. We don't like to turn our pins because the minute we turn them, we start shifting everything. And if we shift it just a little bit, it could be a lot by the time we're done. Okay, our first block is ready to press. I'll set that over there. I should call it the first square because the block itself is not done. If your seams don't match up, you can always ease one to the other. Sometimes it helps if you put the one that's the fuller on the bottom so your feed dogs does the easing for you. And we press. We get both our squares done, and as you can see, they're identical. Place them back where they belong. Now this time, because I only have two pieces, I do something just a little bit different. And I'm putting the seam on the same side. So I actually do one, and my square must be a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be. And I did the same thing on that one. That's what comes from cutting late at night. I'll square it up in just a second here. I just wanted to get these sewn together first. In this case, I keep them together in units. Okay, double check my size. They should be 5.5, and for whatever reason, I have a 5x6. And like I said, it comes from doing my cutting too late at night, but at least they're bigger than what I need, which is the good side. So now that I have them trimmed correctly, and you can see I left the string to hold these two guys, what I need to do now is I need to press one to the left, one to the right, and now they're ready to sew together. And I keep them together because I know they're going to be sewn to each other. And the same here. And as you noticed, I did pick the darker color to press them towards, which is the direction I normally do when given the chance. Get all our blocks back in place. And again, I fold. And this one I place in that same order because I know these are the two I want to sew to each other. So open it up, line up my seams. And we have our domino block ready for our block of the week. So I hope you join us and have a great day.